This is video number 2 in the series of 11 videos of navigating CRM implementation pitfalls. Today we are going to talk about poor user adoption. In the previous video, which you have the link above, we talked about lack of clear objectives and also how it's contributing to CRM implementation failures. If you didn't see the introduction video of basically what led us to do the research for this entire study, you can click on the link above and it will take you to the original introduction video to the series of those 11 videos. When your team is using the CRM not in a consistent way, which means they will use it from time to time and not in a consistent manner, the CRM is totally useless. The main reason is that some of the information will be captured in the CRM and some of the information will be captured outside of the CRM. That means that the CRM is not a source of truth. In that case, it's garbage. You cannot use it. It's very common that companies will implement a CRM in their company. Management is not strong enough to enforce the usage of the CRM in their organization, maybe because of the CRM is crappy, or maybe because the management is not strong enough, but the bottom line is people are not using the CRM. And therefore, some people use, some people don't, and the result is always bad. In this case, I always prefer you use it or you dump it. But there is no in between. There is no half pregnant. You need to decide what you want to do. And obviously, this is a management issue. In many cases, we will see, and I'm just giving you some insights from our side, you will see companies that they're coming for training, and you will see all the employees are waiting 5 minutes before time or 2 minutes before time for the session. They're ready with desktops open. They're ready for the session. You know immediately as a trainer that this is going to be a successful implementation. There will be no problems. From the other side, you will see cases that you're coming to a training session. Some people show up, some people don't show up. Some people never logged into the system, which they're supposed to do it before the session, obviously. And you know exactly that it's going to be a very interesting implementation. So the bottom line is, whenever you have team members that are not using the CRM from any type of reason, or they're using sporadically, you cannot count on the information that's inside the CRM. If I want to see if John is a good customer or not, I can check it based on recent activities, number of deals that he had with us in the last year, how much money he spent with us. So I can gather information to see who are my VIP clients and who's not, and which clients had business with me but they are not longer having business with me, and I need to check why. If the CRM will not have all the data, the information, the reports that I'm going to generate are not something I can base my decisions on, which means it's garbage. Okay, so underutilization and sporadic usage will need to be things that you are measuring as a company. And if you see this case, you need to check if the problem is with the employees or the problem is with the system. If it's with the system, fix it. And then you will need to enforce people to use it. But bottom line is, if you have a good system, people need to use the system. There can't be a case that some people using Excel and some people using the system and some doesn't work like that. So this is point number 1. The next point is inaccurate data, but I would probably like to call it garbage in, garbage out. Some systems are not built in the right way, and they will force employees to enter mandatory fields in some cases. Employees will have no way to enter the mandatory data and therefore they will just put garbage. I used to have an appliance repair company in the past, and one of the people that helped me design the system insisted that every phone call with a lead is supposed to gather lots of information, which that's a mistake. Part of the information is, let's say, mobile number, phone number, basically everything that this executive wanted to have in the system, which from his point of view is correct. From a real world scenario is incorrect. Because when you talk to a lead for the first time, the lead is calling and asking, how much is it to fix my fridge? He is not going to provide you all the details that you like. He will not provide you his cell phone number, his birth date, so you can send him messages, once a year. They're not going to do that. In return, the team, when they were on the phone typing information into the system, they ask for, okay, so what is your mobile number? And the lead says, I'm not going to give you my mobile number. I say, okay, no problem. So they put just 1111111. And when they ask what is your birth date, they say, it's not your problem. What is my birth date? Okay, fine. And they put 00000. And eventually the CRM became a place with garbage information. Now, when you have CRM or any database, in this case, when the information is garbage, this information cannot be usable. Part of the problem that we suffered from, and there are many, many issues with our system, back then anyway, is that when we ran marketing campaigns, half of the emails were na@na.com, which means not available. So when we were sending campaigns, we had bounces, and those bounces, we thought, or the marketing company that we work with, they thought that their campaigns are not good enough because there is no traction. But from the other side, the database was filled with na@na or not available or test or temp, and lots of different email addresses that are not really client addresses. They are just stuff that the information had to be inputted in the system because the team was not able to do it. So there are lots of cases of inaccurate information that being punched into the system. It might be because the system is designed in a poor way. It might be because the team members don't care so much. It might be because of many reasons. But the bottom line is the management supposed to enforce proper data entry into the CRM in order for this company to use the system. Without proper data entry, garbage in, garbage out, your system cannot be used. Bottom line. The next point is resistance to change. All of us knows this problem. You will implement a new system into your company, and most people, some people yes, but most people will have some kind of a resistance to the change. Some will come up with stories. Some will come up with real reasons why they cannot use it. But the bottom line is that people don't want to use it because of the change. One of the cases that I had with a client, we implemented a system, and that's, by the way, the test case for the book that I'm writing, which I called him Alex. Obviously, it's not his name, but that's what I called him. We implement the full system for him, and I told him that we need to start training. Alex said that they don't want to have training. They will just take care of it in-house so they can save some money. I said, no problem. Obviously, I knew it's going to be a shit show because people that don't know how to use in real life a CRM, it won't work well for them. They started to use the CRM, and then Alex came to me very upset that team members cannot use the system. It's horrible. It's not working, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Let's have a meeting with the team. We met with the team, and before we started, I just showed them the Zoho 1 interface with the logins, and I showed them, I said, okay, so from about 20 team members, only 2 logged into the CRM. So those 18 that did not log into the CRM and didn't even see it, did you work with the other 2 that did log in, just so we can understand what are the problems? And then there was like silence. So people didn't even log into the system because they didn't want to face this new thing that they need to learn. Resistance to change is huge. The way that we found to fix this problem, from the beginning, when there is the inception of this project, the beginning, which the architecture, I prefer to have the team members in the architecture, few of them or all of them. And those people are together with the management creating their future CRM. They have their 2 cents to say what they want to have in the system, how the system is going to operate. They are part of the creation of the system, and therefore when the system is created, it's their baby, the same as the management's baby. And therefore the resistance for the change, it's much lower. It is there, but much lower. So this is the solution to fix the resistance for a change. The next point is limited visibility, and that's more for management, but sometimes also to the team members. Limited visibility might be that when I'm going to a specific contact or a lead, I would like to see all the interactions that took place for a specific client, for example. I want to see the emails that were exchanged between him and all the team members, so I will know what I'm going to talk to him about. I want to see if there are any support tickets. If I want to call a client and ask him for more business, for sure I will never do that if there is an ongoing support ticket that is lingering for some time. I want to see all the text messages that were exchanged between the client and the team members. I want to see the social messages, as an example, past meetings, tasks related to this client, everything in one place in an easy way. If there is no way to see it, there is a good chance that my conversation with the client will be completely off, when I will not know what's going on with the client, his needs, his problems, and obviously it will not really generate anything positive from this conversation. More things that I can tell you about limited visibility is that sometimes, for example, you will like to know when was the last time that your account managers talked to specific clients. So let's say that you have your top tier, those 10% of the clients generating half of the money of the company. You will probably like to see that the team are communicating consistently with them and keeping in some kind of a relationship. If you don't have the data in a proper way in the system, or you don't have the functionality to do it, you will not have a way to know as management which clients were contacted or not. And therefore, you are not able to follow up with your management team to tell them to contact those people. So functionality, proper functionality is critical to fix this problem, and also choosing the right system. In our case, we are using Zoho, which obviously has all those features, but some CRMs will not offer you those features. So it's important to have the right system and the right functionality in place to solve this problem. The last point is decreased productivity. It's very common that you see employees that are working with CRM systems, but they don't know how to use it properly. They might not know the basics of the CRM. As an example, something very, very basic, it's go to the last 15 records that you worked on. So instead of going to a contact, search for him, go to this contact, click on it and so on, you are able just to go to click on last 15 records and then go back to the record that you've been on before, which that was one of those 15, versus going and search again, which is about 2 minutes search, click per record. So it's time and also your energy. So this is just one feature that you need to know about. In some cases, the company will produce great functionality for the team members to use, but the team members will not know how to use it, and therefore they will not be able to produce what the company wants them to produce, and it will take them an hour versus a click of a button to do some things, which obviously will lead to more time, and also it will be prone to errors. So that was poor user adoption. In the next session, we are going to talk about insufficient training, and that's a huge problem and a big reason why CRM implementations fail, and also in general why companies fail. If you like this session, thumbs up is always appreciated. It will help us promote this video, and Google and YouTube will like us more. If you have anything to say, the comments are the right place to do it. In the description below, there are some information about our company in case that you inquire about us. Thank you very much for watching this session. We'll see you in the next one.